In the future, corn is the only surviving crop on Earth due to dramatic climate change and crop blight. Sandstorms are raging, oxygen levels are dropping, and the human race is in danger of extinction. Meanwhile, ex-astronaut Cooper stumbles upon a spooky phenomenon in his daughter Murphy's room. A book falls off the shelf every now and then, which is actually a gravitational intervention by future humans. When a wormhole placed by a high-dimensional civilization appears near Saturn, NASA sends 12 scientists to search for 3 candidate planets and formulate a plan. Plan A to take humans away on a space station, and Plan B to colonize the alien planet with 5,000 human embryos. Cooper, as the best astronaut, is bound to take on the arduous task of exploration, but Murphy cries and begs her dad not to leave because she deciphered a message left through a book that fell off the shelf. But Cooper sticks to his choice in order to save humanity. Cooper instead joins the Eternity ship and travels through the wormhole with Dr. Brand and other members. However, just after arriving on the planet, they realize that an hour there is equivalent to 7 years on Earth. They then descended to the planet below, only to be met by a tsunami. Little did they realize that 23 years had passed since their trip. At this point, they receive a video forwarded from the space station, as 23 years have also passed on Earth, and Murphy has grown into an adult who brings not only the news of the professor's death but also the truth of the plan. The professor is dying but tells her that Plan A was just a hoax and that there was only Plan B from the beginning. After learning the truth, Cooper wants to go back to Earth, but he sacrifices himself due to the lack of fuel, allowing his companions to go to Planet 3. Falling into a black hole, Cooper is not torn to pieces, but rather, in his continuous descent, enters a space where he discovers a closed loop of time and space created by future humans. Here he sees into the past and sees Murphy as a child with himself. Cooper finally wakes up at this point and realizes that the people who created the wormhole and this 5-dimensional space are most likely the future Earthlings, and that his daughter, Murphy, is the one they elected to be in charge of saving the planet. The so-called ghost phenomenon in his daughter's room is actually caused by his future self. He wants to try to make the other side to stop himself from going to space, but the past cannot be changed, so he can only pass the data of the starting point of the black hole through the Morse code to Murphy. And at the same time, the Earth is on the verge of despair. Murphy returned to the room of her childhood. Just at this moment, she suddenly realized that perhaps the ghost who delivered the message to him back then was her father, and Murphy successfully cracked the gravitational equation based on the data transmitted by Cooper. Immediately after the hypercube disintegrated, Cooper returned to the solar system through a black hole and a wormhole. Cooper woke up in a hospital bed while 100 years had passed in Earth time, and Murphy had already succeeded in getting humans to immigrate to a space station near Saturn, which is why he found and saved Cooper. Murphy finally waited for his dad at the end moment of his life.
I'm here, Nadler. I'm here.